Don't kick me.
This was the moment when an officer had to step in and arrest an out-of-control abuser. The woman was so out of control she peed her pants. That's not a normal occurrence when cops save men from abusive women, but it happened that night in Florida.
You're about to get arrested, damn you.
For what?
For being a nigga in the air.
Off of me. Let me right here. What is going on? I'm telling you, get the off of me. You got me pissing on my asshole.
It's also not normal for a woman to attack her partner with a baseball bat, but we'll show you that too.
If I'm bothering you, how did you get my key?
Where's she at?
Because you jumped in my car and took it and ran.
She in?
Yeah, and she chunked my keys.
What's your name, man?
God, look at this, bro. Does it look like I'm the one hitting her?
All right, y'all. Just calm down. Okay.
But first, we're heading to the desert, where the wife of an NFL executive was investigated for allegedly hitting her husband with a beer mug more than 100 times.
Here, one arm and one leg.
Okay.
Ex-NFL exec wife. On June 9, 2023, officers in Paradise Valley, Arizona were called to investigate a bizarre claim. Former NFL executive Bill Bidwell was allegedly struck with a beer glass more than 100 times by his wife, Nicole. When asked what the catalyst was for such a vicious attack, Bill stated that she was unhappy with a recent carpet installation. Let's see if the officers could get to the truth. Bill was waiting for the officers outside, and when they arrived, he was bleeding profusely and told them that his wife Nicole had struck him dozens of times with a beer glass.
So what happened?
She was very unhappy with me.
She what?
She was very unhappy with me when I
Here, do you want to lean against my car? I'm gonna have the fire department check you out.
was sitting on the couch and she's screaming at me. And I was trying to not escalate because she has a very bad temper. And then she started hitting me and I just started defending myself.
She was hitting you with her hands?
Yeah, hard. I don't know if you can see my face. I don't know if it's bruised or not. I have no idea. She must have hit me 100 times.
What were you guys arguing about?
She wanted me to come home. She called me. She was upset. We were having carpet installed today. And she was upset that I wasn't here.
So you got home from work?
I got home from work and apparently she texted me not to come home. And I didn't see that till I was already home. And then when I got in, she was really pissed.
So she's mad at you because you weren't here for the carpet install?
Yeah, and then she was mad that I showed up. She boxed my ears a bunch of times.
And you're on the couch?
Yeah, I'm on the couch.
She's standing over you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then she picked up the beer that I had just started. I poured it into a glass, and she smashed the beer and landed here somewhere and shattered everywhere. Dogs are probably eating it.
Okay, so she hit you over the head with a beer bottle?
No, a glass of beer.
Oh, glass of beer.
Poured it
You
into
poured
a
it
glass.
into a glass, okay.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it was a glass then.
It was a glass. And that cut me here. And I don't know what she hit me with here. Get her off me because she's grabbing this and she's just beating the shit out of me. Unbeknownst to me, there was a piece of glass that was attached to my foot, so it was in my shoe, so it looked like, and it took 5 minutes, it took me to get out of the closet because she's trying to trap me in there and beat me.
After they made sure Bill was in stable condition, they made their way towards the home and found Nicole spread across the hood of a black Cadillac parked in the driveway. When she was asked to identify herself and provide her date of birth, she refused and said she didn't have to because her daughter was a lawyer and she was on her way to the house.
My dad is coming over.
All right, let's go ahead and step on down. Let's get off the car.
I just don't feel like it right now. I'm sorry. I'm so tired.
Either you get off the car or I'm going to make you get off the car. What do you want to do?
Get off the phone. I'll get off the car. I'm sorry that it bothered you. I'm so sorry.
What's your date of birth, Nicole?
She's gonna come over and say,
What's your date of birth? I don't care if your daughter's coming. Your daughter doesn't answer for you. You're a grown woman.
No, she's an attorney. She's gonna come over.
Nicole, what's your date of birth?
I just told you my daughter's coming over right now. She's an attorney.
What happened today, Nicole? What's going on? You can at least look at me. Just have a conversation with me.
I'm gonna let my daughter speak for me, thank you. I'm not sure what all happened.
You had anything to drink today?
I'm pretty good, thank you.
And the reason why I asked is because you could barely have a conversation with me and you're slurring your speech.
I have a very, very bad cold.
By the time EMS arrived to tend to Bill's injuries, Nicole's daughter was at the scene. She tried to intimidate the officers into not talking to her mother, but they explained the reality of how police investigations go.
We're investigating the crime, so she is being
There
detained.
is no crime. I took.
We're investigating the crime, so we have reasonable
All right,
suspicion.
I'm a defense attorney. I'm her
I
I'm
understand
representing
that.
her.
I
We
understand.
understand that, but we got to investigate what happened
But
first.
she can be detained if
No,
there's
you
reasonable
don't, Mom.
suspicion.
You want to talk to
No,
no,
I
she
do
wants to
not.
talk to me first. That's her right.
Okay, well then let her get checked out by fire
100%,
first.
I
She has
agree.
blood on her.
I 100%. Yeah, I think she should.
Okay, and then
but
she told me she took some, so I want her to get
Mom,
checked
stop
out.
talking.
I take. That's
Stop,
it.
stop talking.
I'm
Okay?
sorry.
Do you
All
want
right,
to
so
sit?
let her get her checked out first, and then
No.
have whatever
I'm not.
conversation you want to
Thank
have.
you, though. No.
Just please let us do that, and that's
No.
it.
No.
That's all I'm asking.
Wait,
No.
she doesn't? Well, you don't want
No,
it
I
now?
do not want it. Thank
Okay,
you.
I agree with that decision.
Yeah, our main priority is we want to make sure everybody's okay.
Oh, I understand.
I
I'm her daughter. I
understand.
understand.
Yeah.
I'm here out of concern, but I am an attorney,
our
so I...
main concern, which is fine.
Yes, thank you. I'm just.
That's great.
I'm very, very
No,
sick
it's really not.
today.
It sucks.
Well,
I'm very
yeah.
tired,
And-
and I
okay.
Stop talking.
But obviously, so you have to look at it from our standpoint. Obviously, we get here. You're a defense attorney. We see blood on someone. He's
Oh,
bleeding.
no. You don't go there. That is a very easy assumption to make,
She's
and I
not
see
a
people make it
defense
all...
attorney.
No, I'm
The
sorry.
neighbor said
No,
She's not a
I'm
defense
just saying that you're an attorney, so I'm just talking about evidence.
she's my
I'm
daughter.
That we're
a
just-
practicing criminal defense attorney.
I'm just stating
I
that
understand
there's
how
some
these go.
apparent reasonable suspicion is what we need to detain
Right,
someone
she doesn't want
to
to be medically
investigate.
inspected, and what
No, I
else?
do not.
What do you need to ask her? Because
Our
I'll be present
neighbors
for that,
asked
or
me if
she'll
I was
revoke
all
it.
right.
First,
I said
and I'd
yes.
also like to say I've been here for about 60 seconds.
Right, so
obviously
our
you need to
neighbor
allow
said-
us some
Mom, please
time
stop talking.
so we can detain her for a reasonable time to conduct an investigation.
Correct.
Not without reasonable suspicion.
I just stated that we have reasonable
For
suspicion.
that she is
We
committed
have
a crime?
we have to determine
What crime?
possible assault, DV
All
assault.
right, just
No.
Okay.
I told the neighbors
I'm
I'm
just
And-
gonna
sorry.
go ahead and
so we
turn on.
investigate, and then if we find out that there's not probable cause, then no one's arrested.
I
If we
told
find
the
out there's
Yeah,
neighbors-
but
probable
she
cause,
doesn't
then someone
have
is
to let you
arrested.
investigate if you don't have probable cause. I mean,
She can't be detained legally.
on reasonable suspicion
Yes,
to believe that there was
absolutely.
a crime.
Nicole's daughter did a horrible job of dealing with the officers, and before long, Nicole was in handcuffs and headed to the police precinct.
Can you look at me, please, Nicole? Nicole. This is the last
I
time
just
I'm going
need-
to ask
I
you.
just need her to say it's okay.
You're talking and not listening. This is the last time that I'm going to ask you, and then we are going to carry you. If you don't want your neighbors and everyone else to see these two officers carry you to the police,
Everyone can
car.
see right now.
But you're
It's
gonna
okay.
you're gonna lose some dignity with that, and I'd like you to keep as much dignity as possible right now. I don't want to do that.
I'm
I
not
do not
worried
want to
about
do that.
my dignity.
Okay, so are we going to have to carry you? You are going to go to the police car, either by walking or us carrying you. I suggest you walk. That is your last opportunity. What would you like to do? We
May
carry
I
you or
ask
walk?
her to come over?
You're not answering my question. Here, one arm and one leg.
Okay.
Here.
This is very embarrassing.
We could have walked.
I know. I can't.
Now let's go this way.
Thank you.
She was charged with assault. Our second case transitions us from football to baseball. We're going to New Mexico, where a wife allegedly assaulted her husband with a baseball bat.
Can you do me a favor? Can you step out of the car? Go ahead and turn around and put your hands behind your back.
Attacking with baseball bat. In Carlsbad on March 26, 2021, law enforcement officials were dispatched to the scene of a domestic disturbance call. The 911 caller claimed that his wife attacked him with a baseball bat. When the officers arrived at the home, the husband walked out to meet them and showed them his injuries. His wife was sitting in her SUV, waiting for the officers to arrive. In her version of the story, she was the victim. Who would the police believe? Let's find out.
Look at all the blood over there. No, I don't need no fucking but she calling the cops acting like a victim. She's got my kid in her car. So it's like, if I'm bothering you, how did you get my kid?
Where's she at?
Because you jumped in my car and took it and ran.
Is she in?
Yeah, and then she chunked my keys.
What's your name, man?
God, look at this, bro. Does it look like I'm the one hitting her?
All right, y'all. Just calm down. Okay, we're gonna figure it out.
This whole crime.
Hello, ma'am.
I just got here. I'm helping look for the keys.
Where's...
She's in her car.
She's in her car?
Yeah,
which one's hers?
White. How much?
Hello, ma'am. Police department. Hey, what's going on?
Nothing. I just want my keys so I can leave.
Okay, tell me what happened, though.
We're just having a dispute about. I just went and bought some tires, and it just escalated from there. And he took my keys, so I took property of his because I didn't have my keys.
Okay, what'd you take?
I don't even know what I grabbed.
Okay.
She claimed that he didn't hit her, just that he tried to grab her in order to take away her car keys. When she was asked how he got a bloody lip, she said it happened when she kicked him to get him away from her.
Do you need an ambulance or anything?
No, my face is good.
Did he hit you or anything?
He was trying to grab me because he was trying to grab my keys, so I kicked him, and I kicked him to remove him so he don't grab my keys, but he got my keys anyways.
You got your keys anyway? How did he get the bloody lip? What happened there? Do you know?
As I said, I moved him when he was grabbing my keys. I was like this, and I just told him to move, and he grabbed my keys, and then like, oh, I'm lady, like, just leave me alone.
Okay.
Like, look, it started right there. Like,
Yeah,
it did.
I can
told
see
him
that.
to get out of my car. And it's a continuous process. Like, it's not too long ago, I just look at my lip. It's really even healing from the same.
Okay.
She told the officer that the fight started when she got home from buying new tires for her SUV, and he started accusing her of something, but she never fully explained what the accusations were.
Like, there's a
Okay, we'll get that arranged here in a second. So, what was your guys' argument about? You said you bought some tires today?
I bought some tires, and I'm fixing to go get my kids. He started throwing my stuff out right away. And then
was he upset about you buying the tires or what?
He just started making accusations, and from there it just went
like
left. Like fighting about, because he was telling me, oh, open your garage. I'm like, no, put him in my car. I'm going to do it first thing in the morning. I don't want to have to do it by myself in the morning. If you can help me, please help me put them in my car. He's wanting me to put them in my garage. When in the morning I'm going to have to put them one by one by myself in the car. So I'm like, you know what, if you're going to help me, can you just do the man muscle and put them in my car right now?
Right.
And then in the morning I can just drive off and go do what I got to do in the morning. And then from there, like, oh, what you gonna do, this, that, like, because I visit with my kids, like, I'm in a dip, like, I'm just going through a separation from my kids, that too, at the same time. So it's like, I visit with my kids, and then it's like, after whatever, and then he's like, oh, they're just accusing me from there. And then after that, and then it just goes left. Like, then he just starts arguing, whatever. And then he grabs my keys, starts tossing me, whatever, and it just goes from there. Like I said, he comes and tries to grab my keys, so I try to move him so he don't get my keys.
What do you mean try to move him?
I was pushing him away from me. He's grappling, he's coming at me with my door, so I move him. I kick him, and that's what he gets upset about. And that's why he's mad now. So he grappled my face, the same thing. Like,
okay, where'd you kick him at?
I just moved. I don't know where I kicked him. I just picked my foot up right here in the driver's seat, and I just kicked him. And he grabbed before that. He was grabbing my keys. He said he pushed me back. That's how I moved my face. And then that's when I just swung to kick him, and then he grabbed my keys.
Okay.
The officers compared the statements of both parties, and there was one glaring discrepancy. She didn't mention anything about a baseball bat.
And that got him away, but he managed to get the keys away from her. He's got a lot of blood on his lip. The majority of it looks like it's right there. There might be some up there by the door, too.
There's blood up there. He's busted up.
Yeah, he's claiming. I mean, the only thing I got from him when we walked up was that she hit me with a bat.
Yeah, a mini bat. Ask her about if there was a mini bat involved.
Hey, Stephanie? Stephanie, at any time, was there a bat involved in this?
Yeah, I grabbed it out of his car to hide it. And I just grabbed it, and then he grabbed it from me, and that's where it went from there. But he didn't touch me with it. I didn't touch him with it, and that's when he came out, and I ran to my car.
Okay. Where's the bat at now?
I don't know. He had it last.
You said you grabbed it from his car?
Yeah, it was like in the
Oh, okay.
the crevice of his car.
So why did you grab it?
Because he was coming at me, and I was in his car. Like, because he had to grab my keys. That's after everything. That's after he had to grab my keys and everything, and I moved him. So I went in there to see what else I can grab. He has my belongings, so I'm trying to get the most valuable possession out of that, and then I just left it at that. Like, he had it in his hand last.
Okay. Nobody ever got hit with the bat?
No.
As the investigation continued, the officers found the bat, and there was blood on it. The husband's version of the story seemed closer to the truth, and soon, the violent wife would be put in handcuffs.
$1,500 for the battery, because check this out. He's saying that while he's in the car, she grabs a bat, and he's sitting right here on the edge. She hits him in the face with a bat. There's blood on the bat. And then he says it gets out and they walk around. He walks around the front, right here, and she kicks him in the nose. When they're like right in here, she kicks him in the nose. And then, so.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll fix
All right.
it.
Hey, Stephanie, can you do me a favor? Can you step out of the car? Go ahead and turn around and put your hands behind your back.
32 cross.
She was charged with domestic violence. Up next, a Florida woman is delivered to the front door of the police station by her victim. You don't want to miss this one.
I don't want to pull you out.
Fine.
Thank you. Okay, let's walk over here.
No, I'm just going about my business. Just let me go. Don't touch me.
Geneva. In Key West, officers got a rare phone call on the evening of December 1st, 2023. A male caller claimed he was assaulted by his girlfriend and that he was driving her to the precinct so she could turn herself in. It was a rare situation that the officers weren't sure how to take. The man claimed that she physically assaulted him, but she claimed she did no such thing. When they arrived, an officer rushed outside to meet them. He'd soon see that the victim was largely unharmed, and the suspect, identified as Geneva, claimed she'd done nothing wrong. But if there was no assault, why were they there? And why should she agree to go?
Out of her mind, bro. She's attacked me before.
I'm literally his girlfriend, and he's lying.
Not my girlfriend.
He's lying.
Okay.
Look, he took the car.
Okay, ma'am, can you step out of the car?
I pulled here to drop her off.
Okay.
He's lying.
Can you step out of the car for me, ma'am?
No.
Just back me.
Why not?
Because I'm his girlfriend. I'm not doing this again with him.
Want her out of my
He always says
Step
this.
out of the car for me.
No.
No?
Remove me.
Why?
Because I'm not doing this with him.
Trespassing.
I'm not doing this with him again. Literally. I always have to go through this with this dude.
Okay, can you step out of the car for me, ma'am? I don't want to pull you
You know
out.
what? Fine.
Thank you. Okay, let's walk over here.
No, I'm just going about my business. Just let me go. Don't touch me.
Ma'am?
Jen, will you sit
Shut
up?
up, Jake. Don't touch me.
Turn around. Turn around.
Why am I turning around?
Because you're punching people.
I didn't touch you. Shut up. I hope you like this dick. Whatever. I gotta go to the again.
Yeah, now take a seat.
Where?
Right here.
I don't want to.
No. All right. What's going on?
I don't even know. This is my boyfriend. He literally drove me here because he wants to have an altercation again.
Okay. Well, it seemed like...
This is the third time he's done this. He literally bailed me out of jail the last time. I don't want to go to jail again. I don't have time for this.
Okay. I'm investigating a crime.
For what?
Battery.
For what?
He's claiming that...
I didn't touch him.
Okay. Well, you see his demeanor right now? And do you notice your demeanor? Okay.
Why shouldn't I be upset?
The victim claimed that Geneva hadn't taken her medication and was drinking. According to him, when she drank, she was a problem, and she had several other issues that kept coming to the surface.
So what's going on?
Officer, thanks for being patient with her.
Yeah.
She's got a medical problem.
Yeah.
She's not taking her medicine tonight.
Okay.
She started drinking at 6. She's been on medicine for the last week. When she drinks, she gets off.
Yeah, I can see that.
She's calming down.
I didn't do anything. You guys are ridiculous.
If I could just talk to her for 1 second and just try to tone it down. But she does need to go back to the Bahamas, but this isn't the way to go back.
Yeah. Yeah, well, she can't be deported on misdemeanors, so... she can't be deported. Did she hit you at all tonight?
She knocked my phone out of my hand. She swung at me, maybe.
Okay, because when we rolled up, you were saying that she had hit you and whatnot.
Maybe.
Okay. Do you mind if I just look at your face real quick? I don't want to.
Here.
Oh, okay. Just take a quick pic of that.
You got pictures.
The officers planned to release her, but they had to make sure she was capable of getting home and that she wasn't a threat to herself or others. They let her go, but nearly 2 hours later, she returned to the station and claimed the story her boyfriend gave them was a lie. She told the officers that they lived together and asked them to contact him for her. They found her a place to stay for the night, but it wasn't at his house. She lost it and was placed under arrest. This was the second time in a month that the officers had to deal with her.
Alright. Do you know at least how to get back down to Bahama Village? Yep, you're gonna go out this way and then turn left and just head south on Truman. Well, here's the thing. So, I didn't know this before, that you guys have been dating for months and that you are currently living with him. I guess he lied to me on that. It would have been useful to know that prior while we were dealing with this situation before, because he had obvious injuries to him. And, alright, go ahead, turn around, place your hands behind your back.
Joining the teams again.
Just leave it.
For what?
For battery.
I didn't do anything.
Do not resist, ma'am.
But I didn't do anything.
Okay.
Just call him so he can get my phone. I came here for
Let me
help.
lock these up.
I just came here for help.
Yeah. Alright, you mind just grabbing her stuff? I'm gonna just walk her to the back. You want? Okay. I'm gonna walk her back to my car. Alright.
On November 1st, officers were called to investigate an argument between a man and a woman at a retail store. The man was an employee, and the female, his ex-girlfriend, showed up and started a fight with him, even though she'd been trespassed from the property the previous day. The man was Jay and the woman was Geneva.
Can you tell me what happened? Yes.
I was here at work. She come around the corner.
So you was here?
I understand.
Yeah,
she come around the corner. Hello, what's up? Blah, blah, blah. I go, you're not acting right. What's the matter with you? I'd like you to leave because she's been trespassing and she's not acting right. I don't want her. She didn't leave. I kept asking her to leave. She started yelling on me. She backed me really up. She threw about, I don't know, 5 blows.
She did what?
She threw about 5 blows.
Okay.
And all these people upstairs are overlooking the railing. Bartender, manager Paul, and all witnesses.
Alright.
She's been trespassed. Also, TK next door heard her going crazy.
Okay, so she hit you in the nose and in the eyebrow?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just take a picture of that.
Yeah, no, so I just recorded it just in case, you needed. But I did see that from across the street over there. So,
I've got better days.
When the officers tracked her down, they explained to her that she violated the trespass order and she was going to be placed under arrest. She claimed that she was the victim, but that story fell on deaf ears.
Put your hands behind your back.
Let me just wait.
Put your hands behind your back.
Wait, stop.
Turn around, put your hands on your back. Give me your other hand. Give me your other hand.
Yeah, put me in the car.
Give me this. The fingers on something. Stick up. Walk towards the door.
God, like my clothes are falling off.
She was charged with disorderly conduct and battery for the November incident and battery and resisting arrest on December 2nd. The charges in the December case were eventually dropped after Jay declined to participate in the prosecution. We're staying in Florida for our fourth case, where a woman allegedly attacked her ex-boyfriend as she tried to collect her things.
Defending myself?
So listen to me. In the state of Florida, domestic violence laws are very specific when it comes to
aggressive breakup. Officers in Stuart, Florida responded to a 911 call placed by a woman on May 8, 2024. She claimed that while she attempted to collect her things from a house she shared with her ex-boyfriend, a heated argument broke out and she was forced to flee the home. When she returned and another fight broke out, she called 911. But was that the truth? After talking to her ex-boyfriend, the officers weren't so sure. The boyfriend was waiting for the officers outside when they arrived, and as he tried to tell his side of the story, his ex promptly walked out to interrupt and take control of the situation. The officers kept them separated and listened to their stories. The caller put on an Oscar-worthy performance for the officer.
I'm just trying to pack my and get it out of this house. That's literally all I'm trying to achieve here. She has a past of grabbing my shit, taking my phone and tried to hide it.
Do you need an ambulance for anything?
No, I'm okay.
What happened?
Aggressive breakup argument. Grab my shit. 4 months, our lease is over. Let's separate and go live somewhere. Let's pay our bills. We need to end. This has happened multiple times. Cornered as soon as I told him that when the lease is up, my mom, the co-signer, he's off. He's over. And I'm going to stay here. Lost it. Followed me from room to room. Tried to corner me in the room. I turned around and spit at him. Absolutely spit at him because he had me cornered against the back of the door. And the room is dark. We're right where the closet is and where the door opens.
All right.
And then turned around, spit at him, got out, tried to lock myself in the bathroom. Didn't happen. And then we separate. I come out in the car. Then he starts getting all of our stuff. And now I'm worried about my stuff. So I'm following him around the house. And then he pinned me up again 2 or 3 times. And in response, I attacked him from this direction.
What about all this blood and stuff all over here?
Him scratching me. He had me up against the washing machine. And where our washer and dryer is, it's a very, very tiny unit. There's bleach all over.
Okay.
And in the midst of that, I scratched the living out of him.
Okay.
And every mark on him is because I was being held backwards.
What did, he wasn't defending himself from you?
No. He was coming after me. I tried to take videos on my phone.
Okay. All right. Come on back out here for me.
Yes, I did get it.
You see?
Okay. Here. You can put volume on if you need to. And also the laundry room, he'd shove me up against the back of it and the lamp's broken because my face.
When the footage shifted to the boyfriend's side of the story, the officers thought his story was much more believable and she was placed under arrest.
So I guess to start things, she was just in my face, get the f*** out. And
she was in your face then?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we have a history of her making my belongings disappear when we're fighting. So my first instinct was to get my important shit and get that away from her and get myself out of here.
Okay.
And so I'm just trying to pack my shit up, and in the course of that, she's walking in and out every 30 seconds, gets in her car. So I thought she was leaving. I shut the doors and lock them because I don't want any surprises after that. And she comes running up here, slings the window open, dives in the window, shoves me, spits in my face, and then is just right back to following me around. I've grabbed something, she's trying to snatch it, and I was trying to take some from the pergola back there, and she came out with a broom and was just wailing on me with it. And I mean, there was me just trying to hold her and not
hold her to do what?
To prevent her from swinging on me.
Right. All right. Hang out right here for a second with him.
Yep.
All right. Did the other officer get your information, sir?
No.
Okay, go ahead and get that from him.
Defending myself?
So listen to me. In the state of Florida, domestic violence laws are very specific when it comes to people living together and putting their hands on each other.
But he followed me into every
Would you listen to me
Yes,
for
I'm
a
so
second?
sorry.
Okay, I'm going to explain this to you. Okay. We have to find a primary aggressor or somebody that furders the fight or the incident. Okay?
But if nobody was here, then who can dictate that?
Yeah.
Just the factors. Okay, so your argument was separated until the point where you took the screen off the door and came back in.
Well,
I'm not.
we weren't arguing
I'm getting there. Okay. Okay. You have the right. This is your house. You can go in and out of the window all you want. Okay. But you coming back in. Okay. The argument getting flared back up.
But did
just,
you look at the videos on my phone?
I did. It's
all of them?
they're just. No, you showed me one video. You said you had one video, and
Okay,
I watched the whole thing.
I'm sorry.
I understand. Okay. Are there any? But the videos are going to show what the whole thing.
But it's him chasing me to the backyard, to the laundry room, into the other room.
What do you mean by chasing you?
He was following me around the house and putting me into a chokehold over and over.
As she was escorted to the police cruiser, she was still in denial and questioned how the officers could believe him over her. She couldn't believe her acting job wasn't good enough to convince them to arrest him.
Because I feel like you don't understand who the biggest aggressor was.
I'm still listening.
I know, I'm getting me being locked out and wanting to be inside my house, I was in the car.
Okay, which I told you you have the right to be. I'm just simply saying that the progression of events that goes into it, because it's not just one event that I'm judging this whole thing on. It's just the overall circumstances, and you have to understand that right now that law is in place to forcibly separate two people that are violent. Okay? Right. To prevent any further injury to either one of you. Okay. I'm not saying that he is not guilty, but I'm just simply saying now, but based on the statute, okay, and the facts that we have, you are the primary aggressor.
How so? If he's putting his hands around my, can you at least look at my neck?
I'm looking at you.
Putting his hands on my neck because he's a wrestler. And he can choke me out.
I understand.
Push me against a hard object.
Listen to me. Okay. Those can all be explained to have. You also have the right to defend yourself.
Right, and that's why I told you I scratched him. I didn't think there was anything wrong with
I didn't say some of the scratches aren't defensive wounds, because he very well could have came back at you, or vice versa. Okay, and you guys are really both just defending each other. You both are very heated.
But
you got into an argument.
He touched me first, but he's good at this. He has other battery stuff with his ex in North Carolina, and I ignored it. And I'm like, okay, this is cute.
I understand.
She was charged with battery. Our next case was a little more difficult for officers to figure out because the couple was drunk and not making a lot of sense. Let's see if they could figure it out.
No, I don't. Dad, boy.
Stop.
Drunk girl on probation. In Des Moines, Iowa, officers were dispatched to investigate a domestic abuse report stemming from a fight between an intoxicated couple in a parking lot. When they arrived, the female claimed that her boyfriend pushed her after she got in his face, trying to get her purse from him. She said she called 911 in an attempt to end the fight and get her purse back. The officers were very skeptical of her story because her demeanor didn't give them any reason to believe her. Let's see how it worked out for her.
Pushed me, pushed him back, screamed at me, so I tried to get him out of the car. I said, I'm calling 911, I'm sick and tired of this. Boom, got on the phone. That's when he ran, sprinted out of the car to them white men that were at the front, and they called the cops to help him. Then, when he came back to my car, he said, well, the cops are coming. And I said, wow, Pat, are we really gonna do this today? He got into the car, the driver's seat, and we tried to leave before any of this happened.
If you called us, what did you want us to do?
To just low-key ease the tension in the situation down. And then when he finally got into his right mind, he came back to the car, and we were ready to leave.
And the argument was over a purse?
No, the argument was over, him snatching my hands like he usually does.
She turned her attention to her boyfriend and continued the arguments as the officers looked on. It's unlikely they'd be arguing about such nonsense if alcohol wasn't a factor, and almost certainly police wouldn't have been called.
Sydney, who do you have that can come get you?
No one. All my family's at work and don't even live by me.
You made a mistake.
I live with them. All my clothes
Sydney.
over here. Like, he's saying that, like...
She did make a big... Is this your phone? You guys got...
Yes, it's my phone. He's saying that I can call him home.
Hey, check it out. Check it out.
Like, please, just let me go
Hey,
home.
what-
Pat, tell him.
I mean, what did I just say?
What, sir?
Let me talk, okay? He's not
His
charging
mom's
me.
calling me.
Oh, then answer it and tell her to come pick you up.
Like, she's in Florida.
Well, then call somebody else. Or you're going to go to jail for public intox.
What? Public intox?
Yeah.
I haven't even drank all night.
Why do you keep looking at him? He's not in charge of anybody. Call somebody right now or you're going to go to jail. I'm sick of talking to you. You understand me?
You're like him, Pat, they're trying to charge me with a public intox.
Get in the car.
Because Pat...
Turn it off and call somebody to come pick you up.
They're telling Pat that they can go home, that he can go home. But I'm the one...
We're trying to also get you home. You need a ride.
Intoxicated, but Pat's not. What? I'm by the McDonald's, like, down the road from Glen Oaks.
The woman was too drunk to participate in her own defense, and the officers lost patience with her very quickly. Meanwhile, another officer was on the phone with the boyfriend's mother, and she wanted her son to make concessions for Sydney by going to her house so Sydney could collect her things from the house they shared.
That's fine.
You're kind of rude.
Yeah.
You really are.
What's mom's name?
She's not going to turn your phone on. She already said
Do you want me to talk to her or no?
Give her the phone.
Her name is Kim.
Does Kim want to talk?
Do you want to talk to this nice police officer lady to see what you can do about this? Because I live with your son and they're making us split up and we're both fine trying to go back home together. So.
Not fine.
Who's not fine?
Does she want to talk or no?
Here she is. I'm not fine because I'm sad. I might not allow
This officer's sweet and dumb.
How?
What do you mean? You guys were partying till 2:30.
That's what
Hold on, I gotta turn the volume up here.
What?
I'm gonna put you on speak here. Sorry, go ahead, Kim.
I'm Patrick's mother. I'm in Florida, and evidently she said that Patrick could go with her. I can't come get her because I'm out of state. But
No, they need to. They're very close to getting arrested for domestic. We're trying to avoid that by splitting them up. So she needs to find someone that can come get her. He's claiming he's gonna call an Uber, but he's saying his phone's off. He turned his phone off or something.
yeah, I'll turn it on. He can call an Uber.
Okay, but they can't go together.
He tried to give the officers more background about their relationship, but the officers were only interested in getting both of them into an Uber so they could move on with their day. That changed when an officer discovered that Sydney lied about her date of birth, and a new investigation started, one that didn't involve Sydney going home.
Well, she's currently in Florida right now. Yes.
Can I say one other thing? I did just start hanging out with her and with people that I used to.
Do you have an Uber on the way? Two? Why don't we work on that before you say anything?
I did just say.
Why don't you work on the Uber? Sir, are you listening to what I'm saying?
There's a warrant out for her.
Get an Uber.
I just wanted to say that.
Get an Uber. Yeah, and they said that she came back fine.
3 grams of cocaine that my ex-boyfriend planted on me.
Where were you arrested at?
Johnston, I think.
Johnson PD?
Around, yeah.
That's who it was, Johnston PD?
Johnson, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Okay, all right. You said try to pick up all that trash.
You don't have anything with your name on it? Do you care if I look quick?
I don't.
You said you don't care? So I can look?
No, I said I don't.
You don't what?
Kim said call me when you get to my house.
Okay.
There's an Uber.
Do you care if I check your purse quick to make sure you don't have an ID on you?
There's an Uber on the way from me right now, ma'am.
Okay. I need to figure out who you are, though.
I need to go.
Okay, but I need to figure out who you are.
Last is the last of my social. I'm pretty sure you can figure me out that way. Can't you?
No.
How?
Because, like I said, your name is not coming back in our system. If you were arrested,
yes,
a month ago,
yes,
your name would come back. It's not coming back. That's what I'm saying. Do you have anything with your name on it? A debit card, anything?
No,
Who paid for the food?
I don't have. I got kicked out of my fucking mom's house. I have nothing.
Who paid for the food?
He did.
She's got various tattoos for verification.
Desperate to identify her, the officers turned their attention back to the boyfriend to see if he knew her by a different name, or knew where they could find her ID. That would be her downfall.
Does she have any identification in your car at all?
No,
I
don't think so.
Here's your key. Thanks. Like, no driver's license, no debit card, nothing in there?
I don't think so, no.
You're gonna be placed under arrest.
For?
Lying about your name.
What?
Lying about your name to begin
with. I
with.
said Sydney Cross. Like, what the?
No, you didn't. You said Sydney Terry. Stop resisting.
No, I don't.
It's 10 of them.
10 more?
Stop.
No, you did not.
Stop. Stop it.
You
want to tighten that one?
She had one more trick up her sleeve. She wanted the officers to search his truck, claiming that there were illegal drugs in it.
See?
Check his fucking car. Why are you not doing anything to him? Check his car.
You have not been relaxing now. Why would we believe anything you're saying?
But you ain't leaving the whole time.
Will you lie about your name?
Wallet.
Call his mom. Right now. Call his mom.
4110, let's have
That that beats me up like every day. I swear to God.
50th and University.
Well, you're not going back to his house, so you're safe tonight.
She was charged with providing a false identity, possession of a controlled substance, and hit with multiple probation violations. Our sixth case is the strangest of all. A mother was so out of control she couldn't even control her bowels, and officers had more than one mess to deal with.
Damn you. For what? For being a stop! Get the f off of me. Let me stand right here. See what the f is going on? I'm telling you, get the f off of me. You got me pissing on my asshole.
Urinates all over. On June 1st, 2022, officers in Jupiter, Florida were called on to help a young woman pick up her belongings from her ex-boyfriend's house. What should have been a quick, calm routine procedure turned into a violent nightmare when the young woman's mother decided that her outrage was going to take center stage, and she made sure it did. The mother, father, and daughter arrived with officers to load her things into a truck, and the apartment key was given to an officer to mediate the move. But the woman's mother had other ideas, and ultimately she wanted to leave one final mark on the relationship by attacking her own partner.
How we doing? You have his key?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, wait before you give it to him.
Well, she needs to
make
get
sure
her
she gets her stuff back
Yeah,
first.
she's looking to get her stuff.
Well, this isn't hers to begin with.
No, wait, wait.
Listen, there's no like ultimatums here. I give you this, you give me this.
No, there is.
There's not. That's not how it works.
She was living here,
I
taking
understand.
care of his dog while he was out of town.
I understand.
He comes home today and kicks her out.
Mom, I can speak
understand.
for
Let her
myself.
Speak for herself.
Please.
Okay, she needs her stuff.
Please.
She will get her stuff, but you're not helping.
Excuse me, stop.
You're not helping the situation. Okay.
Right. Now we know.
This is just about returning property. This is his property.
Right.
She has property inside the residence. Okay. We spoke with him earlier. He's not like angry or.
He was yelling at me and grabbing me. He put his hands on me.
And told her to get her dog.
Well,
He's
his
up to
dog.
some girl.
His dog. He told me to go downstairs. He grabbed me, trying to put me downstairs so I can go grab his dog. So I could
She helped him
technically
move into
charge
this
him.
apartment.
Let
She
me-
paid for everything into this apartment.
Let me go. I don't even know if he.
The officer went to see if the ex-boyfriend was in the apartment, and luckily he was home. He gave the officers some background details regarding his former relationship with the girl, and everything seemed like there'd be no issues making the transaction.
What happened earlier today with her
and you to lead up to this?
She came up to my apartment. I had another girl inside. We've been broken up for like a long time.
What's a long time?
A couple months.
Okay, how long did you guys date?
I don't know, 8 months.
8 months, okay.
Yeah. She came up and she was like asking me to come inside. She had some like stuff here. She watched my dog for a week. And
when was that?
What?
When did she watch your dog?
I got back today from DC.
Okay.
The move was going fine until Mom made a surprise appearance, turning the scene into a violent nightmare.
Don't come up here.
No, I'm coming up here. I'm moving my fucking daughter.
Excuse me.
I'm watching my daughter.
I'm telling you.
I don't give a fuck what you're telling me. Why? Why?
Because I'm giving you a lawful order to get
I
yourself out of here.
I'm telling you right now, this is my fucking daughter. I'm gonna observe my fucking daughter. You have no right to tell me what I can't fucking do.
I do. Stop it. Observe it from right there. Stop it.
Where's my fucking daughter?
She was so out of control that she peed her pants while she did it.
Off of me. Let me stand right here and see what the fuck is going on. I'm telling you, get the fuck off of me.
Now listen.
Point finger.
All right.
Go ahead. You're under arrest.
For what?
Obstruction and domestic battery.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Excuse me?
Excuse me.
And then stop. You're
That's your fault.
That's my fault. You're hurting me.
Let's go.
You're hurting me.
Let's go.
Shortly after, the woman was taken away in handcuffs. The officer returned outside to explain the situation, including what was going to happen next.
I mean, we all live together. I mean, we're engaged. This is my stepdaughter for 10 fucking years.
I need somebody to get him the victim's rights for sure.
Well, I don't need that. I just need to know what do I do.
You absolutely need it because we're required to give it to you.
Okay.
It's gonna have a case number on there.
Right.
Okay.
So, but now what happens, like with her? Like, how do we wind up getting her back home and everything?
Well, she's gonna have initially she's gonna have a 30-day no contact order. You're gonna have to talk with the state attorney about what happens from there. Okay. That's what happens automatically with domestic violence or dating violence cases. Can I talk with you? Okay, can we talk over there?
The daughter provided some additional context to help the officer make the best decision for the family's plans for the rest of the night.
But it's apparent that you guys still talk to each other because you're staying at his house watching his dog.
Yeah.
So
I was just with him on the 24th.
Gotcha. What occurred today to cause all of this?
Because I forgot my stuff here because I woke up this morning and I had to go to work at 7 o'clock in the morning. So I left my stuff here and I figured I'll just get my stuff later tonight when I come home.
All right.
And so I had his car keys in my car and I said, hey, like just so you know, I have your keys, but I'll be off at 5 o'clock. And his plane landed at like 3:30. So I was like, I'll just drop him off to you when I get off. He's like, no. So he goes to my work, he picks up his keys, he goes home. I was like, okay, well, I still need to pick up my stuff. And he's like, no, I'll drop it off to you. And I'm like, I'm not even home. So, I mean, you can't really drop it off because it's a lot of stuff. And, so I went out to dinner, I did everything, and then I decided to come here and grab the rest of my stuff. And he was drunk, there was broken glass all over the floor, he didn't have any shoes on, his dog got out, and he was telling me, go get the dog, like screaming at me, yelling at me, grabbing my arm, go get the dog, pushing me. I'm like, get your hands off of me, blah, blah, blah.
And I'm assuming that he didn't want you to come over here because there's probably another girl or something.
No, yeah, there was. That's what he ended up telling me. He was like, well, I wanted to break up with you months before, and started like just bashing me, doing that. Like, of course I have some girl inside. I'm like,
yeah. I know it probably doesn't make sense to you since you guys were just intimate, not too long ago, but it is what it is. He's not a good guy. He doesn't have your best interests in mind. There's plenty of other guys out there that will. Okay?
Mom was charged with battery and disorderly intoxication in a public space. Our final case takes us to Ohio, where a boyfriend beater decided she wasn't done fighting, so she assaulted police officers.
Don't kick me.
Hit cops, In Akron, Ohio on March 18, 2024, law enforcement officials were called to a home to stop a domestic dispute in progress. When they arrived, it seemed like the worst of the fight was over, but the female suspect, identified as Brittany, was only getting started. She decided to challenge officers to a fight. Let's see how she fared. Brittany's mother met the officers at the door and directed them upstairs. When they went to investigate, they got more than they bargained for. Brittany was looking to start another fight, this time with the officers.
Oh, what's going on?
They're fighting like cats and dogs.
Are they like physically fighting right now? Like, where are they at?
They're upstairs.
They're upstairs?
Yeah,
Which
started
room?
it. Get out!
Hey, she's
No.
going
Hold on.
right now.
Hold on.
Get
No, she's gonna be aggressive.
out.
Please
Sit down.
Don't tell me what to do.
All right,
You're
watch.
going cuffs. Don't sit down, okay?
What is happening?
Look, and that would have been my fault.
Here, come on. All right, ma'am. No.
Get off of me!
Brittany, I told you.
Why, Brittany? Why? Get on your stomach. Put your hands behind your back. Who's got cuffs?
I got hands.
All right, I got her hands.
I'm on her legs.
All right, I'll get cuffs.
Yep.
We had this talk, man.
I got it.
Material to call out.
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
Please stop.
No.
Just.
We told you to stay back.
Go.
Stay back.
Do not tell my mom. No! Don't.
Brittany, stop.
What do you people think you are?
You're gonna do years.
You are nothing!
You are gonna do years. Brittany, stop while you're ahead. Stop, Brittany. It's not worth it. Because you think you're losing her, you're not. Jesus. I'm going to prison.
Chloe, he can't breathe.
Well, that's your fault. Because
After Brittany was secured in the back seat of the officer's SUV, he went back inside to try and get more details surrounding the fight. Claimed it all started because of a cigarette.
You have 3169, 3169. I'm sorry, 12. Can you repeat that report number? 31690, 31690.
Hey, man, just stay inside. I'll come and talk with you in a second. Okay. We'll come in a second.
Lift her off.
Okay.
A little bit. All right.
All right. Watch your head. Take a seat.
So caught.
All right. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
There you go.
Okay.
She made her own fucking.
Okay. Let's take a seat. Calm down.
I'm good. I'm good.
She's okay. Just take it. I know. I would
I'll
just.
take a seat.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Was there a physical fight between you guys today?
Not until just now, but it wasn't like a fight.
Okay. What do you? Can you explain that to me?
I had footage. I can't remember because she's broken my stuff before. I know you've seen the notes on this, but I literally have motion sensor on it from start.
Okay.
I had to see where it starts. Right. I called.
What is this video of?
It's of the whole thing.
Okay, but
it's
does it show her, you guys fighting, or what is it?
It shows the door. Yeah, it shows the start of it, the door where I was.
So was there a physical fight between you guys today?
Not like physical. I pushed her out the room.
You pushed her out.
Yeah,
the room?
and it shows on there. Like I pushed her out the room.
Why did you push her out the room?
Because she assaulted me.
Okay,
Like,
that's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I stood there and took it, and then after like a minute of it, grabbed and literally like moved her to the door. And then when she got to
Did
the door,
you throw any strikes at her?
Absolutely.
Did she throw any strikes at you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not really. Not
Are
really.
you hurt? Do you want EMS?
No.
Okay, because we have them coming anyways to check on her.
I got little. It's not. I just wanted to stop.
I mean, they're coming. If you want to get checked, I'll make sure you get checked.
No, I mean, I did that myself 2 days ago.
Okay, so what is actually from her? Is that from her?
No,
What's that from?
that's her. This is from this. All this right here is not from anything today. That was from 2 nights ago. But that's her. That's her. She ripped my shirt. I don't know if there's something on my chest or not. She tried to get my necklace. I mean.
So what started all this?
Because I was smoking a cigarette.
The boyfriend took a break from pleading his innocence, and Brittany's mom gave the officers a tour of the house and recounted the violence for them.
Okay.
I mean, she was like on her butt. Her head was sticking out. Her glasses went a-flying.
Was this here already?
Yeah.
Okay, that wasn't from today?
All this is previous.
Okay. Do you see who started it all? Was it him or was it her?
She asked him he ain't allowed to smoke in the house, and
Uh-huh.
he smoked in the house. And I don't know what happened right there, but I got to hear, and I saw him have her against the wall. And he was manhandling her.
Okay.
It was back and forth, so.
Okay. She was hitting him too during the
No,
whole
she
thing?
couldn't really do nothing because she was stuck between here, and he kept closing the door on her.
She was on the ground when that was
Yeah.
happening? Okay. But when she was up against the wall, was she like trying to hit him or anything to get out of it? Yeah.
I don't think she hit him. She grabbed his shirt.
Okay.
She might have ripped his shirt. But
Okay.
he was like, "Go ahead."
And you were where when this was happening?
I was here, and I was trapped in the room.
Oh, okay. Were you like trying to break it up? Is that why you were in there?
Brittany claimed she couldn't remember if she was drinking or doing any drugs, meaning she was likely using both.
What happened once the officers got on scene?
I didn't want them to come inside. Honestly, I don't really know. I don't remember.
Any drinking, drugs, anything today?
The camera I'm seeing. No, I don't drink. Well, I do drink, but I'm not doing drugs. I don't like people coming up behind me or touching me from behind or anything like that.
Okay.
So I always get aggressive, no matter what. Anyone, cops, my mom, anyone. Like it's going to happen, and they know that. That's why my mom tried to pull me back because she knew it was going to happen.
Oh, your mom's here too?
Yeah, my mom lives with me because this exact thing has happened before. I have an assault on an officer charge before that I just got off probation for from Portage County, where I was approached from behind, and I ended up just instinctively like kicking behind. I don't like it. I don't like talking about it. I don't like.
Okay.
I just.
So when the officers
like even
immediately
if
when they got here, they came up behind you, or did
no,
they try to talk
no,
to you guys
they
for a
didn't.
little while?
They did everything correctly. I know I was like in the wrong, but it's just the whole situation. Like I was already worked up, and then just like I don't know. I like telling me that they're going to put me like in cuffs, and then turning me around and just like the whole thing.
So they told you that you were under arrest and you were going into cuffs?
No, they didn't tell me I was under arrest.
Well, they told you they were going to hang on to you, put you in cuffs,
Yeah.
something like that?
Yeah.
And then when they went to grab you...
Yep, don't like it.
She was charged with assault against a police officer, domestic violence, obstruction, and resisting arrest.